Our paper is called Improving Adoption of Immersive Technologies at the Norwegian University. The authors are Jose Garcia from the University of Applied Science Technicum Wien and formerly NTNU, and Ekaterina Prasolova-Forland from the Norwegian University of Science and Technology, NTNU. The authors are associated to a laboratory set up at the Norwegian University of Science and Technology in Trondheim, Norway. And this lab promotes innovation in education through the use of immersive technologies. The lab is run by our research group IMTEL, Innovative Immersive Technologies for Learning, and combines research and development with educational and dissemination activities. In this capacity, we have first-hand experience in disseminating use of these technologies and actively participate in integrating them into teaching. The state of XR report identified potential and challenges for adoption of XR in education, so it is common to find barriers such as the cost of equipment or lack of expertise. Our lab offers virtual, augmented, and mixed reality equipment for educational activities, all from Oculus Go to Oculus Quest 2, Vives, Vive Pro, Cosmos, Valve Index, Reverbs, as well as HoloLens 1 or 2. Our interest is to gain insight into the decision-making process of lecturers who use or adopt immersive technologies into their higher education courses, identify which factors were important for those educators, and what can be done to increase adoption of such technologies. Those questions were investigated through interviews with lecturers that have used or integrated immersive technologies in their course at our university. Here the goal is to help build enough knowledge to inform wider adoption of immersive technologies. We carried out a qualitative study based on ground theory. We aim to collect data and let the data guide our research. The research was guided by a main research question: how to support integration of XR into educational practices at our university. This question was explored through a subset of questions, the first of which was about the status, needs, and barriers to adoption at university. And the second was what were the guidelines, resources, and recommendations needed to overcome barriers and support integration into academic plans. Here we expected to find out whether organizational or infrastructure problems were hindering adoption. And with the second sub-question, we investigated what the educators' expectations were in terms of technical or knowledge support. We asked 5 main questions in our interviews, which I will be explaining. The first question was what was their experience using immersive technologies for teaching either at the lab or somewhere else? And the answers collected in this point pointed to the importance of the role played by the lab leader in supporting and the lecturers deciding to use the resources. Despite awareness of the existence of the lab and equipment, educators highlighted the need for personal contact before making the decision to use XR. There is also a self-perception that they need to know more to be able to use the equipment independently. Another question was related to what they think they need for support for teaching and how can it be integrated in their teaching plan. Here we identified 2 main pedagogical approaches, being experiential learning, and the other approach is that use the technology as a means to reflect on what it can be used for in education. This question revealed that several participants use and enjoy particularly 360 VR videos because there are more available content and are relatively easy to use. Another question was if the participants see limitations in the use of immersive technologies for teaching and the barriers to adoptions. We here saw that the most participants had a very positive opinion of the organization. Participants were also asked what help and support they need to overcome barriers and integrate immersive technology in their teaching. And they highlighted the need for technical operations support. They want either a student assistance or someone that they can call when they need some assistance or to solve some problem. We asked them what they think about how COVID crisis affected the adoption of immersive technologies, and there is optimism that is going to be adopted across the university, but that it will take some time still to get to that point. As we expected on several points, our findings support the conclusions of the State of XR report, as well as the literature on adoption of XR in higher education and existing literature on technology acceptance. The activities at our lab have been used as a supplement to the traditional coursework in a number of courses, for example, in geography, social anthropology, pedagogy, and teacher education. Our findings indicate that future work needs to be balanced along two major directions. It is necessary to consider a more decentralized approach and provide access to equipment and resources and technical support. And this could be through interconnected labs and hubs. On the other side, it will be necessary to establish a joint resource center, providing educators with access to some resources. Thank you very much for your attention.